Coming up are the top stories for the day. More than 10 bogus ChatGPT apps that were created to defraud users have been blocked by Facebook, the parent company of social media behemoth Meta, according to Mashable website. The business has found that con artists are using the public's interest with ChatGPT, an AI-based language model, to persuade people into downloading malicious software and browser add-ons. To counter this issue, Meta has identified and prevented the sharing of over 1,000 different malicious URLs on their apps. The business has also informed the file-sharing platforms where the malware was hosted about them so that they can take the necessary action as well. The Canadian province of Alberta declared an emergency on Saturday as the hot, dry weather worsening raging wildfires, forcing some 25,000 people to abandon their homes. The fire situation worsened on Saturday as firefighters dealt with at least 103 active wildfires, several of them listed as out of control. The province's wildfire unit had earlier warned that hotter and windier conditions would lead to extreme wildfire behavior over the weekend. Thousands more people have been told to be ready to leave their homes at a moment's notice. Representatives from the warring Sudanese army and the Rapid Support Forces paramilitary were in the Saudi port city of Jeddah on Saturday, with two expected to start direct talks and secure an actual ceasefire. The US and Saudi Arabian governments confirmed the presence of the representatives and said that the two sides would take part in pre-negotiation talks, the first direct discussion since fighting broke out on April 15th. As many as 9 people were killed in a shooting at an outlet mall near Dallas, and 7 injured people were undergoing treatment, sources reported, citing officials on Saturday night. Brian E. Harvey, the chief of police in Allen, Texas, said at a news conference on Saturday night that the gunman, who hasn't been yet identified, acted alone. A police officer who was on another assignment at the mall at the time of the shooting heard gunfire, rushed towards it and killed the shooter. Around 3:30 p.m. local time, a shooting was witnessed at the Allen Premium Outlets, an outdoor shopping center with more than 120 retail located 25 miles north of Dallas, according to the sources. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida arrived in Seoul on Sunday for a summit with South Korea's President Yoon Suk-yeol in an attempt to deepen ties in face of the growing nuclear threat from Pyongyang. He will hold talks with Yoon later in the day. The two Asian nations, key allies of the United States in their tensions with North Korea, have long had lukewarm relations because of Japan's colonial occupation of the peninsula for 35 years until 1945. Now for some sports stories. Pakistan skipper Babar Azam has become one of the fastest players to reach 5,000 runs in the ODI format. He crossed the 5,000 run mark in 96 innings. Babar broke Hashim Amla's record of scoring 5,000 runs in 101 innings. After Babar managed to edge past Amla's record, the former West Indian legend Viv Richards moved to third position as he had scored 5,000 runs in 114 innings. India's star batter Virat Kohli had made 5,000 runs in 114 innings, while Australia's left-handed batter David Warner crossed the 5,000 runs in 115 innings. Babar scored his 18th century with a delightful knock of 107-117 against New Zealand in the fourth ODI match of the series at the National Stadium, Karachi on Friday. And now for some local stories. His Excellency Engineer Ahmed bin Hassan Al-Dhi, Vice President of the Public Authority for Special Economic Zones and Free Zones, indicated that Omani Real 300 million have been allocated for projects in the various areas supervised by the authority and areas under construction during the coming period. His Excellency also confirmed that the total usufruct agreements signed during the year 2022 amounted to more than 130 agreements, and more than 74,000 workers work in the Special Economic Zones and Free Zones. An economic zone is set to come up at Al Dahira to enhance trade between the Sultanate of Oman and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, announced the Vice President of the Public Authority for Economic Zones and Free Zones. His Excellency Engineer Ahmed bin Hassan Al-Dhi, the Vice President of the Public Authority for Economic Zones and Free Zones, confirmed on Sunday that the project would cover an area of 388 kilometers. Those were the top stories for the day. For more updates, stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.